I joined the Marines in '87. I was in 4 years until '91, got out. I hopped from job to job to job, and 15 years later, decided to go into the Guard and joined the Guard and did deployment and a half over in Afghanistan. And during my second one, came home on leave and on vacation, and went to the doctors 3 different times, and the last time I found out I had kidney failure. So they put me right in the emergency room for so they could get me on dialysis and get all the impurities and everything that's been on me, because I was starting to get bloated and everything. Wasn't feeling very good at all.
What was going through your head when they told you that your kidneys were failing?
I don't know. It was kind of a shock. Well, my first point was I wasn't going back over to Afghanistan, but then I didn't know what was coming up in the months ahead or whatever, so I didn't know. I really didn't know anything about it.
What has the past year plus months been like?
Oh, for my family and for me, it hasn't been the most enjoyable. You're limited on what you drink and what you can eat. I guess when I'm at home, I do a little complaining. So my daughter really cannot wait until I have this done.
Tell me a little bit more about what you're limited on.
For fluids, I'm limited on 40 ounces a day. For eating, I can eat as much as I want, but I'm limited. I can't have food that has potassium in it. And so that's milk, tomatoes, so that with tomatoes, that does a lot. Spaghetti, pizza. You just have to watch what you eat. And so.
What about your activity level? How has that changed over the past year?
Oh, I get tired very easily. I still try to do more than I should. And at times I regret it. Then I can't do anything. I have to lay down or go back to my eating. If I don't eat, my stomach really I get terrible pains or cramps in my stomach. So I eat constantly all through the day instead of just mainly a big meal. I'm sorry, I forgot what you asked before. You sort of do good.
Tell me a little bit about your relationship with...
Well, Sergeant Rotz and I went to Afghanistan together on a first deployment in '05. Been friends ever since, and then went on a deployment again in 2010, back to the exact same country, Afghanistan. And over the years, we've become very, very good friends. This last year we haven't been doing as much together because he's been busy and I've been doing my dialysis and stuff. So, but we stay in touch with each other constantly, and we don't live very far from each other, so it works out good.
What was your first thought when he said, "Hey, you can have my kidney"?
You're kidding me? Are you joking around? Because I don't know. To me, it's not a joking matter, and he was very serious about it. So it really shocked me, actually.
How does that make you feel, knowing that he's willing to do?
I'm indebted to him. That's the way I feel. I mean, there's times I thought about moving away from here because I'm not originally from here, and then I think again, no, I'd kind of like to stay here. I'd like to be around the donor. I don't want to just take off and, oh, there he goes, and not have anything to do with me. So I'll be staying around here and be doing a lot more with him over the years. Well, for one thing, I was kind of hurt for money at the time, and in my field supply, they were offering a $15,000 bonus. So it kind of urged me to get in, and then once I got in, the National Guard is different from when I was in the Marines. National Guard is like a family. In the Marines, it wasn't. I mean, you had your little groupies with people, and other than that, that was it. National Guard makes you feel welcome, and so I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. It feels great. I have possibly one after dialysis on Wednesday. I mean, not dialysis, but surgery. I can't wait to eat whatever I want and just drink. I want to be able to take a glass of water and just chug the whole thing. And right now I can't. So it'll be nice.
tell us a little bit how your life changed once you got on dialysis. Sort of give us a week, you know, like you do this every day, you do it 3 times a week.
I do dialysis 4 hours, 3 times a week. Just lay there in a chair and let them do what they do. My life, it's not as exciting. I don't associate with my friends as much. I don't know, I feel depressed if I do, for the simple fact they're able to do a lot more stuff than I am. And I don't know, it makes me feel bad. I don't know what else. I'm limited. I try to still do whatever I want to do. But for lifting things, I can't lift very heavy stuff. So, but doing stuff around the house, mowing the lawn or whatever, I do that stuff. I do it because I want to. I don't know what else you want. So.
No, that's good. That's good. Let me try
Okay.
that.
All right. Compare. Want me to compare? Is that all right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Comparing the when I was in the Marines compared to the National Guard, I don't. The National Guard is more like a family than the Marines were. If this happened when I was in the Marines, I don't see a Marine wanting to donate a kidney. National Guard, you get close enough. I mean, Sergeant Rotz is just like my brother. To me, it feels like. Actually, I have more to do with him than I do my actual brother and sisters. I haven't talked to them in 10 years. And so, yeah, National Guard. Yeah, I loved it. I love it. And if I'm able to stay in, I plan to stay in.
And tell us a little bit about him donating again. Go through that story. And where were you at? And
I do believe I got the message probably via email. I believe when he was in Afghanistan, sent me emails saying they'd be willing to donate. Actually, I had probably 4 or 5 people willing to donate, but they're only able to test one person at a time. And when people get tested, it isn't the first one that automatically, whether they have the blood type or not, they have to have other testing to make sure they're compatible. And you could go through 70 or 80 people and not find a compatibility. And it was a miracle I got the first one. He was compatible. Normally, it's a very slim chance that happens. So I am very thankful.
all right, take us through Tuesday. What's going to happen? You're going to go down the farm.
Tuesday, Cisco will go down in the morning. He'll be there about 5 in the morning. I don't have to be down there until about 8, and then I'll get admitted. And once they get the kidney out of him, he'll go right into me. And then we'll have recovery, obviously.
And what's the recovery look like? You're saying
For me, it's about 5 days in the hospital. I have to stay down there in Fargo for at least a week or 2 so they can regulate my anti-reject medicine. So I have to go in every day for them to regulate that. Because my kidney, obviously, my body's going to reject the kidney. It's not my kidney, and it'll always reject it the rest of my life. So I'll take anti-rejection pills the rest of my life. Mainly just sit there and let the machine clean my blood. It takes the impurities out of it and my liquids out.
time frame and how?
It's a 4-hour treatment each time. Actually, probably about 4.5 hours because it takes a process in order to get them set up and then for it to break down once they take the needles out and everything. I have no idea. Well, I've had a lot of people praying for me. I was raised in a religious family, and so I'm originally from Vermont, and so they're back there praying for me. And I would have, I don't know if I want to get into that, but I would have asked for a brother or sister to donate, but I was adopted, and so I have recently caught up with them, but they have medical problems of their own, so they aren't able to do it. I was taken away from my family at 5. I was leading the life of a little criminal at the time.
Well, that's why you didn't want to go that route.
That's right. And so, and then by the time I was 12, the family that I was a foster family too, decided to adopt me. I'm very thankful for it, because I guarantee you, like I said, I'd be in prison by now for who knows how long. It wasn't the easiest growing up. I mean, they had 2 kids of their own, and then they adopted another. So it was me and my sister that was a different girl that was adopted. And so came out here in North Dakota when I got out of the Marines. Couldn't find work in Vermont. And then recently I got a hold of my sisters and my brother, believe it or not. There's 10 of them. And I only know one of them. I've known, the other ones are all half brother and sisters. I have a full sister that I've known since I was born. So I've known her. And these other ones I've never met. I've talked to some of them on the phone. So I plan to see them next summer. I got leave built up so bad. I'm gonna take 3 weeks and go home and visit.
Awesome.
And visit and meet siblings I've never met. And I couldn't do anything with my biological parents. Mother passed away when I was 12, and my father passed away when I was, it must have been about 22, 23. So, and they were old people. I mean, my mother he died, I think 99, when he was 99. And she had, I don't know how old she was, but she had me when she was in her 50s. I was the youngest of them, so.
How old are you now?
I'm 40, I'll be 44 in January. Okay, when I'm not in drill, when I'm regular at work, I still use rank, but I treat them like they're my buddy when I'm at work. Pick on them, boy, did they pick on me, yes. That's something that, if I wasn't here, I don't know, I think they'd be bored. That's something that they totally enjoy doing, is picking on me, which is fine. It makes me feel loved, so. I totally enjoy it. When I did come into drill, the one time I did come in after being diagnosed, everybody would come up to me, ask me how I'm doing. And then you had a few of them that would ask, hey, you need me to donate a kidney? And then I told them I have one that's, I already have one, but if there's complications, I will let you know. I even had believe it or not, a retired Sergeant Major who was in Command Sergeant Major's FEM. You know who he is.
Yeah.
He's the one that offered to donate a kidney also. He and I got to be really close in Afghanistan on the first tour, so.
You said you had 4 or 5 offers before. Were they all guardsmen that were?
Every single one of them was guards except for one person. Yes, everybody, it was all guards. Yeah, I had one person that offered, but I didn't need her, so. Yep.
Anything you want to add?
No, I don't.
Sure.
Yes, I'm ready to be done.
All right.